Happy post Dublin Marathon. 1 week later, finally getting around to doing the video recap. We had a great run vacation, so we did the whole Dublin touring and did the Amsterdam. It was amazing. So, a little bit about the marathon. Did a 18-week block with Runner app. It was great. I've used it all year. It was perfect. Had all my races were great this year. Had one slight injury, hamstring tendonitis. Went to PT, got that cleared up in about 6 weeks. I was able to run, just couldn't do any more speed work. But for the marathon itself, the training went well for the most part. Everything was right on target. I was practicing doing adding more carbohydrates per hour. So I was up to about 90 to 100 carbohydrates per hour. So I had 23-mile run, practice runs, 22, had good energy. So I was feeling confident going in. Ran in the rain, the wind, everything I thought Dublin could throw at me. And on race day, we'll get to it, but it did. So yeah, it was good. But yeah, flew out on a Wednesday night, got there Thursday morning. So Thursday we did hung out, checked in the hotel, went with a marathon tour group. So they took our first 4 nights at the hotel, excursions if you wanted to add stuff. We did the Guinness factory. They had a shakeout run. They had a pasta dinner. We didn't end up doing that. We went out because I had 7 other family members that came to support me in the run, so that was great. And then we did a tour of the Guinness factory, like I said, which was awesome. The other group, they did a tour on Saturday, the day before the marathon, but I just stayed at the hotel, ate, carb loaded, did some walking around myself. I didn't want to be out for 8 hours on a tour. So that all worked out. The weather was, looking like it was going to be rainy, cold, windy, and it was. The hotel was great. It was literally an 1/8 of a mile to the starting line, so no issues for getting to the start, and then getting from the finish was just on the other side of the St. Stephen's Park, so super short walk back. Day of the marathon, it was yeah, windy, cold, rainy. As the Islanders say, it was Baltic. Yes, very Baltic. A lot of them just had shorts and a vest on, and they were freezing at the start waiting around. It was a short wait, but they were cold. I kept the shorts on, but I definitely wore a merino wool top, and I had a long sleeve, and then my vest, and then I had a neck guard that I pulled up over my ears and head and kept my hat on. Had the visor for the rain. So yeah, everything went like clockwork from the start. Gun went off exactly on time. Amazing crowd support. The whole race was just insane, even with the shitty weather. The Irish people come out and boy, they support you from start to finish. It was such a blast. I had also, I'll back up, and I mentioned that I ran into Susan and Michelle. They didn't know each other, but I ran into both of them at one of the touring venues in Phoenix Park at the Cross. It was unbelievable. But I didn't get to see them at the start of the race. Yeah, so the race went off. It was windy, cold. It was like I was going to keep on my top for sure. I had 2 handhelds. I had 1,500 milligrams of sodium before the race, and then I was taking 750 in each bottle of sodium along with carbs, and then I had flasks full of gel. So I was taking those every 20 minutes, the flasks, and then drinking. And then on the course they had little bottles, plastic bottles, like Poland Springs with the little spray mouth. It was awesome. It was it was the best. I'm sure it's not great for the environment, but for running, it was awesome because you were able to take the bottle. I was able to fill up my flasks, or I kept just the bottle and used just had the water. That worked amazingly. They weren't at every stop, but they were at probably 3 or 4 of the stops out of the 26 miles. But the first, first 7 or 8 miles was way more downhill than I thought, with some climbing, but some pretty good downhills. My quads were getting beat up quick, even though I was training on, the service road, hilly course, but not sure why, maybe just because of the cold. But yeah, it went pretty smooth, was pretty much on target, 8:05, 8:06. Just kept telling myself it's a long race, no need to rush, like I always usually do, and then blow up. So yeah, like I said, sport was amazing, course was amazing, running through the towns, everyone was out cheering. Went through Phoenix Park, was amazing. You circle out and around Phoenix Park, and then you'll come back on the other side of Phoenix Park and head back to Dublin. So miles, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, rolling hills. Mile after the halfway, mile 14 was probably a good mile and a half, gradual long climb, but not too bad. Probably 15 to 20 more rollers, just rolling along. The only issue I had during the race was I had a slight upper right calf cramp that was trying to grab. So normally I cramp out my whole body, but I wasn't having any issues anywhere except for that one spot. So I backed off the pace a little bit. I went from 8:06, as you can see on my splits. I think the highest I got to was around 9:30 for a few miles, but it was only grabbing more on the downhill. But, it never fully blew apart, thank God, because I didn't want to walk in this marathon. They say that at mile 22 is Heartbreak Hill. It's a hill, but it's very short. Steep, but again, very short. So I think I went up it no problem, no issues. And then after the mile 22, it's almost the last 4 miles is a couple rollers, but a lot of downhill. So that was pretty good. And then rolling back into the city, the crowds were just insane. And with, say, 1,000 meters to go, just over 800, I literally had so much energy, I was able to drop it down, you can see on the splits, to 7:30 pace, and my fastest time right at mile 26, the end, 0.2, I had gotten it down to 6:50. I was just blowing by people in the last 800. I had so much energy, and I wasn't worried about the cramp then, because if it came, I was already at the finish. So I literally just, I had a lot left in the tank to run at 7:30 and got it down to 6:50 pace for a little bit. Yeah, so overall time 3:43. Yeah, I was super happy with that. I was going for 3:30, yes, but with the conditions, I'm super happy to be back down 3:43. So my last 4 marathons, I think, were all 4:15, 4:10, right around there. So happy to be back in the 3 range. And yeah, overall it was a great experience. I would, if anyone wanted to do Dublin, definitely do it. It's an amazing race, amazing city. Had a lot of fun. Monday we ended up doing a pub crawl with my family. It was fun. Good time. Amsterdam, amazing. We'd go back there again in a second. Amsterdam does have a marathon, so we'll take a look into that. But overall, great experience. It was amazing. So yeah, other than that, congratulations to everyone who ran Marine Corps. Everyone did a great job, and who just ran New York City Marathon yesterday. Congratulations to all you finishers. And not sure what the next plan is, but I'll probably keep it low mileage, like I did this year. through the early spring and summertime, and then see if I do a marathon in the fall. Not sure yet, but other than that, cheers to Dublin. It was amazing. We'll give you the little tour of the medal. I had just put it up. There's all my sneakers. I did run in the Puma Deviate Elite. Unbelievable sneaker, really. Can't say I raced in it all year. It was amazing. But anyways, here's the medal, number 16. Yeah, beautiful medal. There's the whole lineup now. So yeah, let's see if we go for the 17th. But thanks if you watched this far to the end. Thank you. Appreciate everyone's support as always. And yeah, keep training hard, everyone. Have a good day.